I'm hoping that by now you guys have come across this information of the upside down world map, right? The map that everybody knows already is the Mercator map. I think it was the first one was created in 15 something, 1560 something by Europeans. And going back to 1560 something, you realize what's going on back there. It's right before the slave trades or during the slave trades or at the beginning of the slave trades, but there's slave trade going on. But anyway, this map happens, right? And there's a problem with this map. I know that if you look at it like this, right, you think that it's a conspiracy. You think that a bunch of us are talking crazy. We're not talking crazy, okay? If you don't want to hear this message from me because I'm an African or maybe because I'm black, I want you to know that Australia actually filed a lawsuit and a complaint and wanted to be seen by the people up north and said, hey, we don't like being called down under. We don't like these jokes, okay? We need you to fix this and reflect the map correctly. Australia had that complaint. Here's why this is so important for us people in Africa to understand. The people in Europe, colonizers, from the get-go, they had planned on taking over Africa. They had planned on how they were going to rewrite history. This is the whole point of this map. Once you go down this history, if you go Google this, you're going to find Mythbusters and they're going to say, oh, it wasn't racist that the map is looking like that because it's from their view. If you were African and you created the map, it will also look the way you want it to look from your perspective. No. I disagree with that. Because if indeed it is fact, and it is fact, the map does not have to look the way it is. It can actually look upside down and it still carries the same information, exactly the same. Then that information should have been available for us to know and to choose. Why? Because it created a perspective. If you take Africa and you flip it upside down, just like that. See now, what's that? That's South Africa on top. That's Egypt at the bottom. If I keep making connections with you from us in the south and making connections with people in the north, why do we have connections in the most sacred customs and practices? Okay? Life begins in South Africa. Once you go find out what a cradle of humankind is when it comes to South Africa and how we are very ancient in South Africa. It makes a difference if the map is upside down and it reflects South Africa as being on top, because then the Bantu migration is blown out of water. Because at that point, it shows that people from the south on top do expand going downwards and that they didn't start from Congo going in one direction. That type of narrative is making Bantu people not know exactly where they are rooted. You guys are